Good morning to you. I hope you feel well. I hope you can hear me good because a lot of people have said that they can't hear. I don't. It is what it is, kind of thing. I'm in a spot where I don't know what to say and do for this whole migrant situation now because I don't feel like enough people are willing to do what it takes to get anything done. And what do I say by that? I mean, how serious are people? Right now, your governor and your mayor of Chicago have told you that you do not mean anything to them. Your money will be spent with and where and how they want. And you have no choice. The people in the communities where these migrant tents are being put have said flat out no. 99.9% of them, no. I don't want it here. Get it out of here. Take it somewhere else, not here. And what do? They do it anyway. Our own migrants or immigrants that are here legally, that still aren't even completely citizens yet, have been paying taxes for 20, 30, 40 years running businesses. And they still don't even have rights and care and aid like these people from Venezuela do. There's a huge money scheme here. And there's this big influx in people from socialist countries, people from countries where they're devastated and in turmoil, and they're used to being controlled, flooding Western civilization. It is easier for them to set up some type of centralized world order to control a population that's already used to it if they are already subject to that type of treatment to begin with. It's not just Hispanic descent people that are coming here. There's Asian people coming here. There's people from Africa coming here. There's people from the Middle East coming here. Canada is just absolutely full of them. And look at what Canada is doing to their people. Also the same type of thing. Spitting in their face, making it seem like they don't matter, their words don't matter. Middle Eastern people coming in and buying up complete neighborhoods and business districts and pushing people that have lived there their whole life out. The schools and stuff being flooded by Middle Eastern people, where most of the teachers that used to be a diverse group of teachers from all over the place are now just straight Middle Eastern teachers. And now here in the city we have migrants from Venezuela, Guatemala, Panama, Honduras, that a lot of them don't want to work. A lot of them have been promised by this democratic regime that they have aid coming and there's options for taking care of them. We always focus on the negative when it comes to the illegal migrant situation on their end. But what about the American side? Has anybody talked to you about how the Americans that are here, that are dirty, that are socialist, that are liberal, that are conservative, can actually use this to their advantage and continue to screw us even more? I can tell you that. I can tell you how they do it. Especially these property owners that have apartment buildings and stuff. There was recently a story dropped in my lap where there's a guy that's here and he's not part of this asylum seeker group. It's what they call themselves. He came here illegally, but he started going through the legal process as soon as he got here. He realized that he wasn't going to get anywhere if he didn't start doing it, so he started going to talk to an immigration counselor and court dates, driver's license and insurance, and ITIN number, all this other stuff, right? Well, he's got an apartment. He paid $1,200 first month to move in. His part of the security deposit, his part of the rent, and he's sharing it with another person. The landlord for this building, after a couple months of being in there, asked the gas people to come shut off the gas for supposedly the other building that he owns right next door. when Chicago's gas company shows up, they shut off the gas for the apartment building where people are living in there. This guy tells me for almost 10 days now he's had no hot water and no gas. Supposedly, again, the gas company came back out once they were notified of their mistake. Like 5 or 6 days later, they couldn't get out there right away. On the 27th of this month, and nobody was there to answer the door. Well, no shit. The reason nobody was there is because they were working. They were doing what the rest of us are doing. They were working, and they weren't notified that these people were going to show up, and they have to verify all the stove, the burners and stuff are all off, so when they turn the gas on, they don't cause this saturation of natural gas inside somebody's home and then blow the damn apartment building up. But nobody was there to answer the door for them to verify the safety stuff in order for them to turn the gas back on, so they never had the gas turned back on. They left and they went back to the facility. The guy reaches back out that manages the properties and says, hey, you turned off the wrong people, then you came out when nobody was there, you got to come back out. Well, we're not coming back out. We already went out there once. You want us to come out there again? We're not wasting our time again. Then I need copies of IDs of people that are in this apartment building. I get copies of IDs. Copies of IDs is what he says for people that are in this apartment building. What do you mean? Copies of IDs. It's the freaking landlord that owns the damn property. It's in his name. If he wants the gas turned on there, he wants the gas turned on there. It has nothing to do with the people that are living in there that are not in their name. Anyway, let's get into the scam part of this. Superintendent shows up. Here's an ACERP paper or something like that. Some kind of asylum seeker. Sign this paper, state that you're trying to get rent and stuff like that so I could submit this to the government so I can get this rent taken care of. The guy in a place says, hey, I don't want to sign that. I'm not an asylum seeker. I came here and I'm going through the process of being legalized and everything else. I'm not one of these people that came here. I've been here much, much longer than them working on this whole process. I didn't do all this. I'm not signing that to be part of that group and then it mess up my process. I'm not doing that. And when the guy says, I guess we got problems then. So then the story's laid in my lap and I call up asking questions about, hey, wait a second. I hear you got somebody living here. Call the guy up. Talk to the superintendent. I hear you got somebody living here and this is what you did. And he was like, oh, no, it was a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to grab that asylum seeker paperwork to bring it to him. I meant to go over there and talk to them about the situation and let them know nobody was there on the 27th and now we need copies of IDs and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, I know what this is. This is a way for you to scam people. Not only are you going to dip from the government, you're going to actually tell these people as well, you give me another $500, I'll let you keep staying here on top of what you're collecting from the government. There's more people to take your place if you don't want to pay me the extra money, then you can get kicked out of here. I know you're working. I know you're making money. So how about some money? Plus, I want to have you sign up on this contract and stuff like that so I can submit it to the government and get paid on top of what you're already paying me. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I called the guy out on this and he was like, actually I just need copies of IDs and then I could get everything turned back on. Sounds awfully fishy. So, the scamming is already beginning. I guess, what do they say? If you can't beat them, join them? That's literally what's going on right now. And there's property owners that own apartment buildings that have went in and kicked out all the people. So, I don't want to beat this anymore. I've already said enough. We're 10 minutes into this, but you guys get the point. Americans, if you really even want to call them Americans, are going to be taking advantage of this situation as well. They're going to want some of this government money. They're going to want some of their tax dollars back. And a lot of them are just plain, flat out greedy. That's just the reality of the world. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day. Let me know what you want to talk about next. Take care.